Hey Kev, it's time to record a new Smodcast.
Fuck off. I'm listening to one of the other great shows on the Smodcast Podcast Network. Scott?
There's so many to choose from.
You damn skippy, there's so many to choose from. I'm on 5 every week myself, man. Hollywood Babylon on Monday, Smodcast with you on Tuesday, Jay and Silent Bob Get Old on Wednesday with Jay Muse, Fat Man on Batman every Thursday, and then I wrap up the week with Edumacation with Andy McElfresh.
There's so many to choose from.
Hell yeah, son, and those aren't the only podcasts. Those are just the ones I'm involved with. What about the podcasts of Smodco that don't feature me, man? Like Tell 'em Steve Dave, Last Week on Earth with Ben Glebe, I Sell Comics with Ming and Mike.
There's so many to choose from.
Hey, man, there's also Film School Fridays or Netheads or Get Up on This, Team Jack.
There's so many to choose from.
The Breaks, man, Waking from the American Dream, Bagged and Boarded, Phoebe, Soundbite Nation. These are all the shows you could be listening to over at smodcast.com, Scott.
There's so many to choose from.
And if audio's not enough for you, man, if you're just like, no, I want the thick dick of video as well, man, well, you can go to our YouTube channel, which is C-Smod, or you can watch Comic Book Men, our show on AMC, following The Walking Dead and The Talking Dead every Sunday night.
There's so many to choose from.
That's right, Scott. There are so many to choose from. So get choosing, kids. Go to smodcast.com. Start getting picky, man. Stick these sweet, sweet oral sounds into your ear pussies.
There's so many to choose from.
You said that already.
There's so many to choose from.
Hey, it's me, Bri, from Tell 'em Steve Dave. Are you tired of your TV bossing you around? Oh, watch this now. Watch that then. Fuck that shit. TV's not the boss of you. That is why you need HuluPlus.com. You can watch thousands of hit TV shows when you want to, where you want to. You can watch it on your tablet, your phone, your TV, wherever you want to watch it, man. You can just leave your TV in the dust totally. Fuck your TV, man. Because not only do they have regular TV shows, Hulu Plus has a great selection of acclaimed films. And what makes you sound smarter when you're in the company of decent folks than to talk about all the acclaimed films you've watched. So for only $7.99 a month, you can stream as many TV shows and movies as you want, wherever you want. They also have exclusive content. I'm talking originals Hulu's producing. They're taking place of the networks now. They're moving in on you. Networks. The Awesomes, starring SNL's Seth Meyers. Moon Boy, starring Chris O'Dowd from Bridesmaids. Right now you can try Hulu Plus free for 2 weeks when you go to huluplus.com/TESD. And then after that, it's only going to be $7.99 a month. That's nothing, man. That's pennies. Pennies. I'm telling you, your life is back in your hands. Doesn't belong to your goddamn TV anymore. All you need to do, again, go to huluplus.com/TESD. Hey, you want to start your own business? Why not, man? Why are you going to work for the man? LegalZoom provides self-help services at your specific direction and can connect you to an attorney, but they're not a law firm, so you're going to save a pile of money. So right now, you can start up your own business, incorporate it, form an LLC. It's only $99. Their online process will guide you step by step. You get total customer support. What else are you looking for? All you got to do to get an extra discount is add TESD in the referral box at checkout. So don't wait while, your blowjob neighbors and some jerk off down at work, or they're all starting their own businesses while you're still shucking and jiving. Get in the game, boys and girls. Launch your business now. Don't put it off. For corporations, trademarks, patents, and more, go to LegalZoom.com right now. Discount code TESD. That's LegalZoom.com. Discount code TESD.
I'm saying
if they're funny, they will find other things to joke about other than making me feel bad about myself. mean?
I don't know. I just feel like taking a stand.
He's outraged.
Let's say some rabid TSD fan came in here, right? Was trying to get in while we're recording right now, and I fucking slammed the door on their face.
You like
crushed
bash
their
a
skull.
microphone over their head.
Let me in.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave with rock stars BQ
Hello.
and Walt Flanagan
Hello.
and myself. I hate it when people refer to themselves as rock stars. Unless you're a real rock star.
Who said that?
Yeah, who says that?
Lots of people say that.
I've
When I was
never
in
heard one person say that.
really?
Nope.
When I was when Kevin and I did Wybry out
Right.
in California, there was a drunk lady. Cute. You would have liked her.
Yeah?
And she kept insisting that she and her niece were rock stars.
I see.
I didn't know exactly what I meant, but
So it's just...
we're cool. It's a different way of saying we're really cool.
Hold on a second. I just want to be clear on this. I would have liked her because she was an intelligent woman of indiscriminate... It doesn't matter what she looks
Let
like.
me put it this way. She wasn't fat.
That's what I'm trying to avoid, dude. That's what I'm trying to avoid. She was...
Some blowback last week. Well, people didn't like Q and his
didn't-
opinions.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not even clear. I had requested an email with specific points that I could address.
From who?
From the offended party.
Was it just one person or was it parties?
It's, I mean, one maybe.
Seemed to be
two
just
people.
her.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
And she's cool. She's a nice girl.
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, I'm not coming down on her at all. But I just wanted to. I was hoping that in time for this show, I'd be able to address specific things. She said I slut shamed, and I was like, what? I've never in my entire life.
Maybe skank shamed.
No.
Yeah.
I think if anything, we know that I celebrate all skanky and slutty behavior. I don't think that I've ever
Yeah.
poo-pooed anybody for that. In fact, the opposite, Walter. Poo-pooed.
He's just digging himself a deeper hole.
I know. Is he rewriting history here?
I don't know. It seems that way. Why don't you go back and check the tape?
Let's go back and check the tape. Yeah.
Yeah, it led into I was thinking about it the day after
Okay.
because there was the fat stuff, and then I saw a costume. It was Huffington Post. I was drawn back there.
This is a love-hate relationship. Huh?
I can't stand them, but I gotta go.
It did. Well, you didn't start out not being able to stand them, right? Like you.
It was actually kind of normal. I feel
Yeah.
like a couple of years ago when I first started looking at
Right.
it, and now it's nonstop. Like, guess what? Kylie and Kendall Jenner did. They got mad that they got thrown out of a club for being underage.
Right.
And there's a whole long article about it.
You know why, right?
I guess because people care about them. Because I was like, who gives a fuck? And then I look at their Twitter and they got like 4.5 million followers.
Well, I mean, the Huffington Post is only reporting what people will click on.
Right.
Okay, if they report on the on Obama's botched healthcare bill, no one cares. No one's gonna click on it. But two dopey tweens, whatever the fuck they are, can't get into a club, and they're famous or their sister's famous.
Right.
Click, 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 and apparently you were clicking over there as well.
It sounds like Declan Quinn and his fucking family reunion. Come on, family. Belly up to the buffet, everyone. Click, 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 click.
I gotta. You know what I want to do for the? I'm willing to pay for this. I want to pay for genetic testing to see if Declan and I are related. How fucking cool would that be if we go back far enough?
How much are you willing to pay?
How much could it possibly be? Right?
2000?
Woof. I mean, I'll just say we're
I was gonna
related.
say, I know you. You're pretty cheap.
I mean, not 2,000. That's not worth it. But
Bring him on Maury.
yeah, Declan, you are the father. Let's see, genetic testing. Because that would be cool
For who?
for me.
For just you two.
I feel like it would be really anticlimactic either way.
I was gonna say, would really anybody ever give a fuck?
I would care. Declan would care.
Well, I mean, well, you guys could just pretend you guys are related.
Oh, it's fucking $99.
That's it?
That's it.
That sounds awfully inexpensive.
Oh,
So you need a cotton swab from Declan?
I'm gonna
Send a sample. Ready to go.
I'm gonna do it, Declan. I'm gonna pay for yours too. I'm gonna work it out.
Q, you find out, and also at this lab, they do some testing,
Right.
and they find out some other people you may have been related to.
Like Martha Quinn from MTV.
Okay.
Would that be as cool?
Colin Quinn.
Yeah,
Colin Quinn would be cool.
Colin Quinn, you'd be run down here next week and proclaim that you're Colin Quinn's
I would, yeah.
cousin or something.
I like how long I've liked Colin Quinn.
Very long time, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan.
Used to go see him all the time at that one comedy
What about
club, right?
Cellar, yeah.
What about Brady Quinn, the
Sure.
the quarterback who was he looked like a rock star, but he played like a freaking.
I mean, I don't think he would care. I don't think Colin Quinn would care. I don't think anybody would care but Declan. Put it that way.
what if it was somebody infamous?
How infamous?
Hitler.
Of course. It's got
Welcome to the show, Hitler.
Pull up a chair, Adolf.
You just got a chair. Fucking Adolf on the back of it. It would be pretty interesting if I found that out.
Would you let the world know, or would you keep that a secret? Would True TV allow you to let that get out, that you have bloodline goes back to Hitler?
I'd have to let everybody know.
No.
Yeah.
No. You think True TV would be okay with you saying that?
Well, there's nothing in my contract saying I can't talk about my lineage.
Well, especially, I don't think he would just say it. It's like you would celebrate it.
Ooh,
Like
no. If you celebrate it, then you even be. I mean,
Oh, that he's done for sure.
you're done. You're done, and
well, I would
Hollywood closes its doors to
Guess
you.
what, y'alls? Totally representing Adolf. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, I would.
y'alls.
Repping Adolf.
Yeah, like I would. You know.
You know how you get a gold tooth, or like if people. Do
Oh, they got the grill?
Yeah, you can get like a gold plated mustache.
You like how those dumb mustaches are popular now?
But you really couldn't really. You'd have to keep it on the.
I wouldn't keep it on the
down low.
I wouldn't
right?
celebrate it, but I wouldn't keep it on the down low.
How would you announce that to the world?
On Tell 'em Steve Dave, bro. It'd be a Tell 'em Steve Dave exclusive. Watch that number spike.
For the Fiasco Pod. That'd be the showstopper right there.
Nobody follows that. There's no way to follow that.
You know that blood test I was going to do about me and Declan? Well, found out I'm related to Adolf Hitler.
Yeah. Sunday, Jeff, brace yourself.
Well, let's see. All right, Declan. Like, I found the first one that I could see, which is called 23andMe. I don't know what that stands for. But, Declan, you do a little research. If you could find that one or a better one, I'll pay for it, buddy. We'll do it up. It'd be fun.
Again, for who?
For me and Declan.
Okay.
Well, come on. If I go,
Nobody else cares.
oh, come on. If I fly to Ireland to the next Declan Quinn family reunion, you know I'm coming back.
Have you ever been to a family reunion?
Do you
Like
even
a
see
Quinn
your
family
fucking
reunion?
real family, apparently? You've been telling us that you avoid them like
Yeah.
at all costs, like they got the plague.
No,
now you're like, maybe
I just don't see them. But if they lived in Ireland,
their lives are too normal, as I recall.
Now he's chasing Declan all over the Emerald Isle.
oh, leave me alone.
Fuck, what were we saying now? Who you're related to. I just read an article today about a guy who thinks he may be related to Charles Manson. He says he thinks he may be his son because his mom used to live in a commune.
I bet you he has a lot of love children. Right?
Oh, he's got her, right?
Charlie?
Yeah, and but I guess they won't let him test Manson to see if it
Who won't let him?
the prison system.
No?
Like they won't.
Because what can you get from him from finding out?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you want people to know that you're related? But
I guess you could write a book.
yeah, probably.
You could write.
But
a
he was
book
like, I'm
about your
peace
life.
loving. I'm not into any of the kind of stuff he was into. Blah blah blah.
Or you do it the other way, and you're just like, you embrace it, and you're like, you become his advocate.
Like now I got to start killing people.
No, but you just, not that you start killing people, but you just become, you become his. Who's those guys? Those cop killers that had rock stars fucking write songs about and demand that they get released
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, well, Axl Rose and then Guns N' Roses. They put one of Charles. They did one of Charles
Oh, they
Manson
recorded
songs.
one of his songs. Right?
Yeah. On
You agree with that, Walt?
The Guns N' Roses covering a
Yeah.
Charlie song. I mean, it's purely just for PR. It can't possibly be because Axl was like, "This is some great songwriting."
Right.
You know, it's just done just.
Was it? It's like, look at your game, girl. Some corny song. Yeah, something
I
good.
imagine it's done solely just to ruffle the feathers
Shock
of
value.
the man and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now that's we've come covering a Charlie song now is meaningless. Nobody cares. I'm sure there's a whole album dedicated to Charlie songs.
I think most people, like your younger demographic is like, who's Charles Manson?
Exactly.
You know, I remember when I was very young, I might have been like 7, and I had a Mad magazine, and it was like the lighter side of, or one of their
Charlie
normal.
Manson.
Well, it said something about Charles Manson being your next door neighbor, and I remember it was like a huge like when you get your caricature drawn at like Great Adventure or something.
Sure.
It looked like that, and Charles Manson was like popping his head out of like a neighboring house, staring at the neighbors. And I didn't get the joke because I didn't know who Charles Manson was at the time. But he was popular enough at one point to get into Mad magazine.
Oh God! He's pretty iconic for the '60s. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like top 10 things I think that came out of the '60s as far as pop culture. I don't mean top 10 in a good way. I mean just as a eventful,
Notoriety,
and significant
and
part of history of the late '60s.
I wonder what that was like, man, living on like the Spawn movie ranch, dropping acid with a bunch of stink hippies,
I don't know. You read these
riding
stories
dune
of,
buggies
like,
around.
people fucking like how all these music icons used to just hang out with each other before they were famous and stuff, dropping acid and shit, and just it's like it's just a life I'll never know. Like I just will never be a part of.
Yeah.
Sad.
See, I would have thought the True TV ensemble, like
Right.
Lizard Lick,
Right.
the Jokers,
Just chill
Hardcore
out.
Pawn. You guys would have like you go out to maybe you guys go to a dude ranch and hang out.
They're dropping acid and driving dune buggies around. Writing songs and shit.
Hardcore Pawn guys are screaming in their faces, "Get the fuck out of here! I won't give you $5."
Hardcore Chicago Pawn not invited. They still on the air? Do they still have their show?
So, yeah. No, they were really nice. They were really nice. I like those. Hey, you guys know the band Lamb of God?
I've heard of them.
I went to see their show. Fucking metal, dude.
I thought they broke up, Lemon.
Yeah.
They're rocking, bro.
Where'd you see them at?
Roseland Ballroom. in
What made
Manhattan.
you see them?
Free tickets.
Oh, really?
No, my buddy is a big fan of theirs. My buddy Pete, you know Pete, and he was like, "Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, I'll fucking go. I'll check out a metal show." But then the lead singer got arrested for pushing someone off stage. He killed someone in Prague.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I thought that's...
Yeah, that's what it was. And he got arrested because somebody rushed the stage and he pushed him off. And the guy fell and cracked his head and died. So the show we were supposed to go was canceled.
Whoa.
Now
Is he being prosecuted?
No, he got, they found that it wasn't his fault, obviously. But now...
That's gotta help your cred in the metal game.
To kill somebody, like throw them off the stage.
But it's got to be pretty tough to deal with as a person, though.
Well, is it? I mean,
Come on, if somebody, let's say some rabid TSD fan came in here, right, was trying to get in while we're recording right now, and I fucking slammed the door in their face,
You like
crushed
bash
their
a
skull.
microphone over their head.
Let me in!
I've crossed oceans of time.
I would be devastated. Unless I found out they didn't order the Cryptozoic Man booty time, then I'd be like,
fuck 'em.
This count what they deserve.
pauper's grave.
I mean, you don't know because, like, them just rushing to the store is different from, like, if someone's rushing past security onto the stage, you don't know what happened
You don't know what
to
they're
Dimebag
gonna
Darrell, man. Didn't he
Yeah.
get shot up there?
Yeah,
You
he
can't
got
be
shot.
fucking...
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of footage of bands and they let fans come up. And if it was, I'm sure it was a dude. Would he have pushed a hot like double D?
or an overweight woman. Either way, it's not right.
What if it was a skank?
But I've seen a lot of footage where the girls get up through stage and they hug
Yeah.
the lead singer and they put a boyish grin on.
They're not getting thrown off and landing on their heads and shit.
there's no danger of that girl getting her skull smashed.
Right.
But if you're some dopey fucking drunken slob,
Yeah.
Right.
I love you, dude.
Well, I mean, we're not expecting rock stars to be fucking politically correct now, are we?
no,
Maybe.
no, you're right, Q.
Yeah, come on. It's the last place
Why
where men can be men.
but why are podcasters expected?
Nobody's never rushed one show I've been on, like rushed the stage. You want to know how metal Q isn't? He's already seen Lamb of God and doesn't even fucking remember.
I remember
it.
they were from Metallica.
Yeah, okay.
I remember.
I'm going to a. I think it's kind of. I guess we'd call it a rock show.
Okay.
I'm going to a rock show with my daughter in November. Going to see Paramore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was ice skating the other night, and my daughter got all excited because this song came on. She goes, "This is the band we're going to go see. This is the band. This is Paramore." And I swear to God, I was like, "No, it's not. It's I Saw Comics by Courage My Love." It sounded just like it.
Really?
Yeah. So this band. So that's what I'm in store for.
Oh shit!
Apparently they really sounded like Courage My Love.
That's what I've heard before that people compared the two. And Paramore's pretty popular, right? Where are you seeing them?
We're going to the Garden. I mean,
So they're selling out a stadium.
This is a big deal, man. Not for me, but for my kid and everything.
You're not going to let her just take the train up by herself?
No, she's only 10 years old. Yeah, I can't. You know what? I really, for the first time, feel like the cool dad because I never would go with my parents to a concert as I was 10. I would never want to do that.
You wouldn't have wanted to?
No, I would have felt so self-conscious. But
my parents never would have brought me in a million years. Not a million fucking years.
But she's so excited to go. She gives me the countdown every day, and she's not one. I mean, now to her credit, she's not saying, "I wish I wasn't going with my dad."
Mm-hmm.
But so that's cool. She hasn't said that once. She's just happy to be going.
That's nice. 'Cause, I mean, it would really suck if the whole time she's like, it's cool, but it's you.
But you know what? I would be thinking the same thing. I wouldn't want to go to see a rock concert with my mom. I love my mom.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it. But at 10 years old, I want to go to a rock concert.
Now I would love to. I'd love to go to a rock concert with my mom.
Really? Even at this point, I'd be like, no, Ma, this ain't your gig. This ain't your speed.
Me and Q brought my niece and her friend, remember?
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak.
I will never die. So you thought it was ice skating?
Oh, do you think Paramore listens to this? You think I'd then get backstage to see me? Oh my God, my kid would go crazy.
I wouldn't roll it out.
Yeah?
What would I have to do, Q? You gotta be able to get backstage and do things. What do I gotta do?
Well, I got backstage at Lamb of God.
You did?
Yeah, met
How'd
the
you
guys,
pull
hung
that?
out with them.
How'd you pull it? What'd you have to do?
They're fans of the show.
Suck their cock.
So they ran
Again?
they ran a train on me, and I got backstage. Well, I had Stacy with me, so I just threw her front and center, and they fucking took her back.
No, really. What'd you really have to do? Who'd you have to contact?
I didn't. They're fans of the show, and we have a mutual friend in common.
So you had to email somebody, a mutual friend.
No. I didn't know I was going backstage. That mutual friend was at the show, and he goes, "Hey, the guys want to meet you. Come backstage." So I got to go back.
Do you have any mutual friends who know Paramore?
I doubt it, but I'll ask.
Thank you, Q.
I'll ask.
We could also talk to people at AMC.
I'm not going to do that.
I will.
I wouldn't. They're not going to help. Nobody ever helps.
Nobody
You got to
helps.
rely on friends, bro.
Or, you know what? What's her name? Kevin's assistant. Megan.
Megan.
I bet she might be able to help.
Maybe.
Let's work on when is the show?
November 13th.
Okay, so we got some time to work on it. November 13th, you're going to be too winded, dude. November
That's right.
12th.
November
shit.
12th. Want to get into that right real quick?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Well, to get into it, I have to talk about just real quick, just to touch over again, just to keep people abreast of what's going on with the Cryptozoic Man. If you didn't listen to last week, looking to send issues 2, 3, and 4 as one shipment. We had some erroneous postage quotes. Led me to believe that we could do this as a one-time shipment and kind of take care of some snafus along the way. And in response to that, and if you were willing to wait, you could get a bonus pod called the Fiasco Pod. If you're not willing to wait, send an email to creakycares, CREAKY cares at Gmail. That's only if you don't want to wait. If you want to wait, do nothing. But as far as the Fiasco, I was pretty bummed out about that. I had to do this, had to bring this up, and had to announce this.
Right.
But
I've seen people in America, though. They said they would wait, too. But
well, yeah, this is for everybody.
Oh, yeah?
If you want this pod, you got to wait.
Right.
Has anybody written in?
Yeah, some people have written in, and I understand they you know what? Hey, I offered it. And it's like offering a fucking dining room table, and I'm like, here's a dining room table. Now can you wait for 4 months for the 4 chairs? I understand people don't want to wait. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not here to name any names who didn't want to wait. But the number has been so small that it's inspired me. Because
We're rich again.
It's inspired me to really put some effort into the Fiasco Pod. And this is what you're going to get if you wait.
I'm having a tough time, man. There's been so many fiascos in my life. I can't choose one. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry about it. Like, you know what? I for once, you don't have to bring. I mean, you brought that bag story on the. You've done your part. Even if you bring us something in the Fiasco realm, that's doesn't even touch that. It's okay because we got some other content. Okay, so first we'll tell a little bit of a... And I'm going to tell a Fiasco story involving someone famous.
Whoa.
But my plea is for anybody who listens to it is to not get on fucking line and tweet that person or tweet that person's organization. I would love to tell this story. I would love to tell this story and not have anybody go and fucking try to tell this person... Like, announce this person that I told it.
Affleck put his balls on your neck.
Do you think that's possible? I think so.
Yeah.
I think people will respect that. Like, this is just for the people who are waiting, and, a special story that I would never tell on the public, tell them, Steve Dave. Mm-hmm. But on this closed kind of pod that only certain people are listening to, I'll tell the story.
The famous guy isn't Mike Zapsik, is it?
but it's a good story, and it's my Fiasco story, and but I'm only going to tell it if I have the confidence that people won't go run right back or run and try to confirm if it's true or not.
Yeah.
Believe me, it's true. But I just don't want to embarrass this person or have the organization contact me and be like, "Why'd you tell that story?"
Yeah.
So I'd love to be able to tell it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what your story is. Oh, my God, it's great. it's fucked up. Yeah.
Okay, so that's my story.
Better than my canvas tote bag Fiasco story.
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
But Q, I'm bringing back for the Fiasco Pod. We'll tell a quick Fiasco story, each of us, and then we're going to get back right into it with, haven't played it only one time before, Saki to Ming.
Was that the one we did in the morning show?
We did it on the morning show.
Yeah.
And we're going to play Saki to Ming. Ming is in. I've given his wife the questions. But you can't read the questions.
Okay.
You have to give it to your significant other.
Okay.
And trust me, I didn't put anything on here that I wouldn't answer myself. I'm not about to try to embarrass you.
Okay.
Or humiliate you.
Right.
I'll leave that up to yourself.
Okay.
And your significant other.
No, really, no. There's no question on there.
No, I
trust me.
believe faith in you.
All right,
now he has to figure out what cat is going to answer his questions.
I need your significant other to answer that. Seal it back to me and give it back to me next time we see each other. You can't know the answers.
Okay.
Bri, here's yours for Suzanne.
Okay.
And the topic of Saki to Ming was we would answer kind of like newlywed game type questions.
Uh-huh.
You get it wrong, gotta take a shot of sake. Get us all liquored up. Not me.
Not you, of course. Yeah.
Right? Get us all oiled up, ready to go, and then it leads into a game called. And Jeff's going to be involved in this too.
Really?
Yeah. So
and then he has to drive home.
Well, if he gets too sakied up, I'll drive him home. I told him. And then that leads into a new game that we're introducing called Conjoined Twin.
Oh, Jesus.
And then we'll finish it up, Fiasco Pod, with the original Fiasco game of all time, Sunday Jeff 1, 2, 3. You remember the first time he did it?
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
The disappearing barn or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah.
If you listen to last week's Halloween pod, you know he hasn't gotten any better since then.
He was beside himself. I wish sometimes that we videotaped the show because he was looking down and shaking his head and like beside himself, man. It was weird. I'm
so excited now for the Fiasco pod. Initially, I was so bummed out we had to do it. I don't even want to do the regular Tell 'em Steve Dave. I just want to run right into this. This is going to be so good. And this you only get this if you wait.
Right.
All right? So if you're unwilling to wait, email creakycares@gmail. Tell them you don't want to wait. You don't want to hear this gold. And I want to throw something else at you guys.
Okay.
We offered 4 issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Cryptozoic Man. We offered the Cryptozoic Man pod, which they've gotten already. And if you haven't gotten it, email Creaky Cares. We'll make sure you get it. Email with your name, your order number. If you have an order number, just your name.
Is it Gmail? CreakyCares@gmail?
CreakyCares@gmail. Well, we offered a Cryptozoic Man pod. We offered an I Sell Comics pod. where it said
I can't wait to hear.
"Taking hay."
Taking
Right.
hay.
Their version of making hay.
Did they make it yet? Is it done?
They have footage for it. They're compiling footage.
That's what I most want to hear.
After the lineup for the Fiasco Pod, Conjoined Twin, you don't even know what it is, bro. It's gonna be better than Taking Hay.
Well,
You know that.
Don't look forward to taking hay.
I have faith in my boys. I think they're gonna pull it off.
All right, so you're looking forward. If you're looking forward to it, you know there's other people out there, you know, who are gonna have their hopes dashed.
Speaking of I Sell Comics,
Oh yeah.
what's going on with the I Sell Comics T-shirt?
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
let him
guys.
finish up. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, I do. But real quick,
all right.
I'm wearing an I Saw Comics T-shirt. The guys are starting to sell them now, and you know.
So that's not based on your song. That's
No,
based
it's
on
based
the
on their
podcast.
Of the same name.
Why should I be getting a cut of this?
No, why? Just because you came up with the title of the song and you know,
The song?
yeah, and just because it's co-owned by Courage My Love, you know, like, why should anyone else see anything from it? You know,
Oh, I didn't ever even thought of that.
they only based everything on your intellectual property. That's it.
Is Courage My Love still active?
Yeah, they came back for the bonus pod.
Oh, they did the.
They did a little
lockdown.
hello for us. So anyway, back to what you're getting.
Okay.
The I Sell Comics pod is you're getting the Fiasco Pod. So that's 3 pods, 4 comics.
That's almost a pod an issue.
That's what I'm getting at, Q.
That's insane.
Can I ask one more thing of you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Between now and January,
Okay.
can I get a 4th bonus pod for these people?
No. I mean, it depends. You want to do vinyl cast too? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Please, Q. Can I get
Of course,
Can
of
I
course,
please
Walter.
get a 4th? How awesome! It'll be the greatest booty time ever.
I said no for comedic sake. Of course, we could do it on this pod.
Oh, it seems like everything I'm asking for, I'm getting. All these people said that they would wait.
Right.
Now you have just agreed that
Yes.
we will do a 4th.
Absolutely.
Not only will you get Cryptozoic Man, I Sell Comics, and Fiasco Pod, but a yet unnamed 4th bonus pod to ship with the last issue.
By
4
January.
pods, 4 comics, unheard of.
Jeez.
All because it's like
Who else is doing that?
nobody.
Nobody, because nobody fucks up.
You know what?
has
We
to do
fuck
it.
up, but like, are we not making it up to him? I mean, come on.
Well, making it up, and the fact that only a minuscule portion of the people have come out and said they don't want to wait.
Right.
It's made me appreciate and all over again and just really hammer home how great the audience is who listens to this. And I if I could, it's almost like I want to hug every one of them, but you know I hate to hug.
Yeah, I know. You've told me that.
I don't want.
He doesn't even
anybody
like hugging
touching
you.
me. No, yeah, and not
Poor
anything.
BQ.
It's just me personally.
know.
It's not anything with you guys.
I know, buddy.
It's just me. But this is how I'm going to hug them with a 4th pod that they didn't even know about.
And nor did we.
But I'll come up with something between now. We'll have some time to recuperate after Fiasco Pod. If you want, we can get drunk again on the 4th pod. If you're,
Oh yeah, now we're talking. All right.
Well, you got the sake.
Love it.
So, and you can drink even if you get the questions right, Q. So
Excellent.
But a 4th bonus pod, and if you haven't ordered it, we're going to open it up again.
I was going to say, that's what people are asking, if you would
Yes.
open it up again.
We will open it. I'm sure people are happy that this commercial at least leads to something they're going to get for free if you already ordered it.
Right.
Another bonus pod. But if you haven't ordered it and you want all this great stuff, don't order it online. You got to call the store or email me at kmews2, KMEWES2, so I can handle this personally so this gets done right. And I'll make sure you get it and you get all that great stuff. 4 issues, 4 pods. Never in the history of podcasting has there ever been something this great.
This kind of crossover.
It hasn't been done.
Every
And it
listener.
never will be done again.
No.
That's what I'm gonna go on record for.
We're innovators.
Every listener is wet right now.
I would have to
of that
say they
4th
are.
pod.
To hear that they were in if I just gave them Fiasco. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to give them 4th pod.
It's crazy. They just came. They were wet. They were
This
wet
is
by
like-
the 3rd pod.
This is like podcasting porn.
Yeah. This is hardcore.
And that Fiasco Pod, I am like, I'm not lying to you. I really wish we were doing it tonight. That's how excited I am for it.
I can't wait. When are we doing that? Next week, right?
November 12th, the day before Paramore, I will be here all night long podcasting.
Oh, we're gonna do. Oh my God, what a night that's gonna be!
gonna
So
be
we're doing
amazing.
Fiasco and the Christmas
Fiasco
pod.
Pod and Christmas Pod recording. But I figure you guys are drunk a little bit. You guys are all loose.
We got some Christmas cheer going.
Loosey-goosey.
You're all oiled up, and you're like, to me, you know why the Warby Davis episode was so good? Because we're kind of delirious from doing too much potting. I think that's when we're at our best, when we're kind of tired.
Right.
And you let your guard down, you get a little silly.
Well, I'm bringing a bottle of wine.
I got sake.
Okay.
You bring whatever you want to drink when you
All
get
right.
the answers.
Excellent.
Whenever you get the answers wrong. All
All
right.
right. So I'll go back to Mrs. X. I'll deliver this to her tonight.
Bri, you got yours.
I got mine. It's in my
Do not
bag.
cheat.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
I know you.
I
Won't
would
cheat.
not shoot.
I worry about some of the people playing now if they'll cheat though.
Yeah. Some aren't to be. Well, you know,
And
when you
conjoined
have,
twin, people are probably going, "What the fuck does that mean?" Well, you're going to hear what it means.
how could you not be nervous though? I mean, you have people at the table that have stolen property from you, intellectual or otherwise. You know, turned it into merchandise.
If they steal the intellectual property of I Saw Comics, the song, and use it as they will, you think they're not going to cheat at a quiz that I gave them to give to their wives?
Did you have to pay for that shirt, or
Actually, they didn't even know. I just took it out of the box. They don't even know I'm wearing it right now.
I sell comics?
I'm going to wear it tomorrow to work.
Now, is this a store? Is this a store piece of merchandise, or this is their own? Like, are they selling it
I believe they're
themselves?
going to be selling it at their cons, and I believe it's available online now too. But it's pretty dope.
Let me check it out.
Simple
Very.
but elegant. I Saw Comics.
You can wear it to church. It's looking good.
All right, we got any, so again, if you want it, haven't gotten it, 732-758-0508. Call me or Mike or Mark, or email me at kmewes2@gmail. 4 pods, 4 comics. If you don't get it, I mean, I don't know what else I can offer.
Yeah.
Shit, I
Maybe
sell
a 5th
comics.
pod?
You just keep going
How many
until.
pods would I have to offer to get every listener to be like, all right, I'm in.
I think people might start canceling their orders. They're like, I don't. Well, there's something wrong with these guys.
Hey, man, if fucking Min can fucking podcast 7 days a week, which is what he's doing right now, we can't throw a couple extra podcasts.
He has 3 pods. Q, what do you think of this? He has I Sell Comics. He has his morning show, and now he and Mike are doing the Secret Stash, where I guess they just podcast about the show, right?
Yeah.
The episode.
Okay, so
3 podcasts a week.
I can't believe I sell
But
comics.
you're on that level almost too, aren't you, Q? Now
2.
2. You're closing in on Ming.
Yeah, he's got 103 issues of episodes of I Sell Comics.
Yeah. Well, they are nothing if not
Prolific.
prolific, and they stick to a schedule. You know, reliable. Oh, reliable.
Yep. Predictable. One might say.
Like the Saturday Evening Post in your mailbox,
Exactly.
or Andy Griffith on Sunday night at 7:00. All those exciting things.
Yeah. See that Saturday Evening Post in your mailboxes?
All those things all the kids rush home for.
People can't get enough of.
I don't see an I Sell Comics T-shirt for sale.
Maybe it's an exclusive for cons only then. I don't know. Am I con hot wearing this?
Oh, definitely, man. People would
Any
think you were this
stories,
shit. Well, we originally started, we were talking about Huffington Post, and I saw something that I found. I think what you have to do, not you, but everybody, you get offended at something, you get angry at something fucking pushes your buttons. Before you fucking start tweeting about it and calling for it to be taken down or whatever, you have to really fucking give it some thought and say, like, look, if this isn't allowed, then all this other shit can't be allowed either. Because the Huffington Post says the most offensive Halloween costume
Oh,
ever.
Ever. Oh,
And-
is it a costume of a person?
Uh,
A public figure?
no.
No, it's not even a public figure.
Really?
Wow, I would have thought for sure it was like,
yeah, it would almost have to be.
like some sort of Obama-centric.
Well, that was last week. Evidently now there's a new most offensive costume, but it's a I'll find the picture for you. It's a woman in a
toilet.
it's a shirt. No, I wish. Yeah, it just says toilet cake across her forehead. No, it's a woman in a...
Oh, well, if you listen to the C-Man bonus pod, you know you wish it was.
Yeah, I don't know shit. It's a... Okay, I have the picture right here. Controversial, they call it. It's called anorexia, okay?
Well, okay, so it must be somebody skinny.
Play on words.
Skeleton.
It's a T-shirt with a skeleton on it, right? I mean, this is what it looks like. It's this woman.
And
She's
that's
bony.
the most offensive costume ever made.
This is what they say. That
But it's just a costume of a skeleton. It's just the title, the name.
it's the name, yeah. It's the name, but
Well, I mean, I guess, are you not saying that that's a legitimate disease? Could you?
oh no, it is. It's totally legit. And to me, though, it's like, okay, so you see, if you take that name off, nobody's thinking anything,
Right.
It's just a skeleton. It's a T-shirt. It's a skeleton lady or whatever. But to say like, well, you shouldn't call it anorexia because anorexia is a serious disease, and this is telling people that if you're skinny, that equals sexy, and that's not right. Blah blah blah.
But society has definitely said that if skinny is sexy, though.
Sure.
Over and over again, it's thrust down everyone's throat.
Right. I think though they're saying that it's like there's thin and then there's like
Then
sickly
there's,
thin.
Then there's like
Then there's the
heroin
next,
thin.
right, heroin chic, and I agree. It's horrible anorexia. I don't suffer from it, obviously.
I wish I could get
I don't
a
have
piece
that
of it.
problem.
I
Yeah,
wish I could find a bug that would bite me to give it to me.
exactly. I mean, I've been trying to contract it, but here's the thing, and I guess they said and it really like. There has to be barely any squeaky wheel to get grease these days because they said 250 people complain and they pull it off the shelves.
Well, yes, because you guys have shown you're the litmus because you got one person complaining about what you said last week, and you guys were like, you wanted that email. You wanted them to email you so you could talk about it. The squeaky wheel. All it takes is one.
With her,
Not to grease her up.
But it definitely you're the petri dish, man. You guys, when you guys see one thing,
I remember my dad used to say that when he walked into my room late at night sometimes.
and you react, and it's like a science project to see like the steps that you guys take, or the levels of annoyance and whatever when someone says something negative, though. But the 500 things are like love the Halloween pot or whatever just goes in one ear and out the other. So this
true.
company of sure can't. If they get 200, could you imagine you got 250 tweets? You guys would be on a ledge.
Yeah.
I would be on a ledge. I get argumentative.
But so they pull it. But to me, I feel like, these people are like, it's not funny. This is serious, blah, blah, blah. But to me, Halloween, isn't it the one day that you can be macabre, you can be grim, you can...
Right. But I guess there is a line, though. You got to say there has to be a line, though.
Nope.
There
No
has
line.
to be a line.
No line.
If I were to write down for you, I won't even say it aloud because I learned my lesson a long time ago. But if I wrote to you what I thought the most offensive Halloween costume was, that's a line you couldn't cross it.
I couldn't wear it? Here,
Nobody could
write
wear
it
it.
down for me real fast. Well, my point was here. Okay, here you go. Sage's father, my sister's husband, hung himself years ago.
That's right.
Committed suicide. Now,
All right? Case closed.
well, I was going to go as that.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Is there a line, Q?
Yeah, you could go. Just,
Well,
You'll
the
never be the
better be
same
wearing a
again.
mask. And I better have a white hood.
yeah. Well, the next one I show you probably is as bad, if not worse, than what you just wrote. But anyway, so he hung himself. Now, historically, what is one of the things in a haunted hayride that you see time after time after time? People being hung. So do I now run around to every haunted hayride and be like, hey, this is offensive. This isn't funny.
because you're not a cunt.
I am not a cunt. You're
You're
right.
not a cunt. Who fucking believes that the world should sit down and fucking kiss your ass and fucking everybody's gonna conform to the way that you see the fucking society and shit like that? Of course not. Of course you don't. Of course.
Well, I did it. So. But that's the thing. That, to me, it's like the anorexia thing. It's like if you have anorexia, like I know people have had eating disorders and
Sure.
stuff, and it's horrible. Like people, models, you see if they die and shit. It's truly awful.
But you see you see people get empowered though by a small vocal. 250 people got a costume taken down, right?
From where though?
From where? But so it makes a difference in today's world though. So people get empowered by they feel that their voice.
Do you want to know?
Is being heard and people are reacting. So why on earth are they going to stop now? They're going to complain and bitch about everything, and a lot of times they're seeing results.
Do you want to hear something like you think 250 isn't that many? You know, Cheeseburger.
I love that place.
Did you notice that for a long time Betty Boop wasn't covered up? Like her little dress was blown up, and I think you could see her underwear.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
There's like on the wall. There's like a bunch of different 50s and old stuff. So Betty Boop, I think it was like a cardboard cutout cartoon,
right?
And some lady complained that her skirt was blown up, or she was like bending over, and you could see like her underwear a little bit. And they then put a sweatshirt up over it because she complained to the corporate headquarters or whatever. One fucking person.
Right.
Now look, I don't really give a fuck if you can see Betty Boop's underwear or not. The sweatshirt doesn't. I'm not like, fuck, well, this is why I came. You know? Come for the burger, stay for the panties.
Well, you know what? I got some I've been doing some customer service over the weekend.
Okay.
It's important to try to make your customer base happy. And if that means making your customer base happy, putting a sweatshirt over it, you're not going to lose one person by covering up those undies. But you might lose one if you don't.
You probably would lose one if you didn't. You would lose that lady.
Right, and you're not going to lose anybody if you cover them up.
One person.
So why not just cover them up?
Oh, no, I understand. I understand why corporations do it.
So
but
let's turn like society into the lowest common denominator, like fucking everybody's happy, everybody gets along.
Why can't we?
But nobody's happy. That's the thing. Nobody's happy.
Why can't we just try to all be happy?
Because we're not talking about racism, and we're not talking about like blacks aren't allowed into the store and stuff like that. Shit that is obvious.
Oh, you changed your rule? You changed your rule?
But that shit was changed by people getting vocal and people rising up and people being like, we're not going to take this shit no more. And now we're going after fucking Betty Poop's underpants.
I know. And now that's what we're saving our fire for. Like, that's what we're now saving our fire for.
Why not, though?
Because it's fucking more important shit to fucking...
Tell me what's more important on Q's agenda than Betty Poop's underpants.
No.
What's on there? Tell me.
Betty Boop's fucking underwear. No, nothing's important on my agenda. My agenda is just fucking...
Right, but you're not the guy, though. You're not a good example.
The fight against racism, the fight against a cartoon. It's not even a real woman's panties. It's drawn lines.
But why? But it's been shown that in unison, a voice can make a difference. One voice can make a difference.
Yeah, but not every voice matters. Some voices should just
wrong.
shut the fuck up.
You're wrong, though.
No, I'm not wrong. Not every voice matters.
Results. The world is a result-oriented.
Not here. Now tell him, Steve Dave.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just feel like taking a stand.
He's outraged.
But you've seen one voice can make a difference. Betty Poop's pants are covered.
Ridiculous.
I still goes. Mm-hmm. I still go. We don't care.
I will never.
And that lady.
Not until Betty Boop's fucking panties are reinstated.
But why not try to make this world the world that you want to live in, though? Why remain silent? If you see something that pisses you off, why not say something?
Because you have to understand that, like, what offends you, for you to, like the anorexia thing, for these people to be like, okay, now you can't have that. It's like, well, what if suddenly I'm like, well, I'm offended by blah, 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 and they like it and they don't want to see it go.
Well, it's up to the person supplying it to either take a stand to be like, I'm willing to stand here and take on the people who don't want me to sell it, or I'm going to just remove it. It's real. I mean, it's up to them to whether they want to take a stand.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, my point is not to say that people shouldn't be offended by something. My point is, like, you don't have to, like, take a step back and be like, okay, I'm offended by this one thing, But I mean, how many things in Halloween are offensive? And so it's like, so should we just fucking every single person? All right, you get to choose what you're offended by, and let's remove it from the fucking Halloween.
That's how everything is done.
You know how many Freddy and Jason costumes there are out there? That's
People
a mass
celebrate
murder.
serial
That's a
killers.
fucking serial killer.
Right.
So what? Now serial killers are fine, but not anorexia.
Well, I think you can make the case that you don't see a lot of real life serial killer costumes. It's really never done. But to say though that like, well, your whatever you're outraged by has to be felt and shared by more than just 1,000 people for it to be a legitimate outrage. I don't think. I mean, who's to say?
Be as outraged as you want, but then don't buy it. Like you don't have to then like take it to the next step where it's like this shouldn't be available to anyone because I don't like it. Just like I said, I'm like, oh wow, well fucking people hanging is not funny. So therefore, I want this removed from every haunted hayride in fucking New Jersey. Oh well, fucking my uncle, he got buried alive. So I don't want anybody rising from the grave.
My aunt, I'm a goner, got buried alive.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous to me. I just think it's ridiculous. And if you just take the name anorexia off there, nobody would even know.
Well, why can't they sell the T-shirt without taking that name off?
I guess the box is already printed or whatever. Like the costume was already done. But who the fuck looks at that and sees anorexia and is like, hey, you know what? I guess being fucking so skinny that like you look like a skeleton is pretty sexy. It's like that. I think if you're gonna have
isn't that definitely like don't like a lot of model agencies weren't they like just going after that look for?
Oh sure, but this is fucking not even a real person. It's a picture of a skeleton. It's a drawn skeleton.
I guess but it's if you
look at a model, yes.
From it,
if you look at a model,
really suffer from it, or God forbid died from it. I'm sure you looked at that, you wouldn't think that was even humor. You look at that and you probably you would look right past it unless you didn't see it in a news story, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't even notice.
Right, but if you looked at that costume and you had a daughter or a sister or a mother who died of anorexia, I don't think you'd have the same reaction.
I wouldn't complain about it though. I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't complain about it, but I bet you'd stop at it and be like,
"Oh, that's pretty fucked up."
Right.
But I would move on. I would not be like, now no one should fucking be able to have the anorexia costume because something affected me personally. And that's what the fucking United States has become. So many fucking pussy, whiny ass babies that are like, this offends me. I don't like it. Therefore, it shouldn't exist.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's doesn't even become about intellectual dialogue of like, all right, well, look, maybe this isn't a good idea because of this, and this. It just becomes just like, what? Take that down. Like, blah, 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 blah. It's just fucking, it's reactionary bullshit. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
And it's not as big as like you say, like, you know, the racism. It's not as big as the Vietnam War. It's not as big as anything that's super meanlevel because it's fucking literally one day out of the year.
Who gets to judge what's meaningful and what's not?
Like, look, anorexia is meaningful. Like, it's a legitimate horrible thing that you know, blah 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 blah.
Oh, I'm not saying that anorexia is not meaningful. No.
Everybody's saying it is, but it's just like it's a play on words. It's a fucking play on words.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think that if a young girl is looking at magazine after magazine, looking on the internet and seeing all that shit, that may very well incite her to lose an unhealthy amount of weight. That fucking costume, I cannot imagine, just because somebody sees that name and then sees a skeleton shirt is like, oh my God, you know what?
Oh, I agree.
That is super sexy.
No, but I think though, like making light of that disease. There's certain diseases you wouldn't make fun of. Like you would never have a cancer costume. I don't think you would. Maybe, but I doubt it.
Is there a funny play on words for cancer?
I'm sure if you sat here long enough, you could find one.
Like, if I call the costume tumorous. And it's a stick-on tumor on the side of your neck that tells jokes. That's a robot that tells jokes.
Is it cancerous tumor or is it benign?
Tumor's cancer.
What?
Isn't any tumor cancer?
No.
Like, if it's malignant, it has to go. If it's benign, cool.
Right. I mean, that's where we're at. Actually, that's a good idea. Tumorous. And it'd be like tumorous. And my father had cancer. I wouldn't be like, well, my God, what?
Yeah.
Cancer's not funny.
Well, somebody on Twitter pointed out, they pointed me to a website where people were very outraged. It was in the UK, mental patients, you know, like straitjackets and shit. But the costume is literally, it doesn't even look like a human being. It looks like it's a straitjacket, and then it's like a like a skull with blood pouring out of its mouth. Like it's just like it's not a real mental patient.
Right.
And none of these things are real mental patients.
Sure.
Like, these different costumes that they have. Nobody's like, oh, wow, I'm going out as a person with bipolar disorder. I'm going out as a person with borderline personality disorder. It's like they're going out as a elevated, cartoonish version of a mental patient. Nobody, unless you're a fucking total idiot, thinks that mental patients are fucking frothing at the mouth 24/7, killing people and bound in straitjackets nonstop.
Right. And that was the
It's
problem.
not the society we live in anymore.
It's not. That was the problem with like racism, where like people would put on fucking blackface and go out there and be like, "Oh no," and act like fucking idiots. There were people who were like, "Yeah, there they go. That's a good costume. That's how they act." It's just like that was the problem with that. Nobody thinks fucking mental patients are like walking around fucking Looney Tunes.
No, and especially not even like they has like a meat cleaver in his hand. And all this other shit. It's silly. But that, it's interesting you should say that, because it brings me to my next costume, which is for some reason, there's a girl who looks like either Green Lantern or Robin Hood or something in the middle. But it's George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin costume.
All right.
Where have I heard that?
Which, remember the black
That's
kid?
pretty fucked up.
Well, that's not a legitimate costume, though. That's something that they
put
homemade
together,
costume.
right.
Yeah, but no one's actually selling this.
No.
No.
I mean, that's so fucked up.
I mean, could that face get blacker? Like
Holy shit.
it's a white guy in a blackface with a sweatshirt, not the ISL comic sweatshirt available starting today, with a blood spot in it, and then somebody that has a shirt on that says Neighborhood Watch.
But you know what that is?
With the biggest fucking smiles.
I know, that's
too.
fucking funny. Is like, look at how young they are in that photo. Like, they're kids doing something to be deliberately shocking and to be deliberately
Attention seeking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the society
It's
we
fucked
live
up,
in, though,
though.
Q.
That's fucked up. Yeah, but what do you do? What are you supposed to do
We
with kids
need
like
attention.
that? They need, but what are they supposed to do? What do you do with kids like that? Like, you can't fucking, it's their freedom to dress that
Incredibly
way.
bad taste.
Horrible
Incredibly bad
taste.
taste. But should you not be allowed to do it?
No, you could do it, but you're going to pay the price, the repercussions that come with it.
And that's what happens. You might get your ass kicked in. And you probably should. But I do think that it's like, if that's the way you want to go to a Halloween party or fucking whatever, go ahead and do it. But you might get
I mean,
your
if one of my friends showed up in those costumes, I'd be like, you guys are fucking insane.
Do you remember?
But I don't think I'd be like, get the fuck out of my house. I'd be
Really?
like, you guys are nuts. I'd be like, get that fucking blackface off. Or be like, come into my house with that shit.
Or get in the house before somebody sees you.
I mean, you gotta take that shit off, man. But I wouldn't be furious.
Mom, Dad, are you crazy? Coming over here just like that?
Ma, you look just like Trayvon.
I mean, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty
Q-
fucked up. I'm actually stunned that anybody would think to do that.
The face is so black.
You know
It's
why
fucking
people
nuts.
are? You know why people are able to make those changes that you hate, like to the squeaky wheel?
Yeah.
It's because of this device right here. It's all because of this.
The internet.
It's all because now everybody
Everybody's
is
got a
able
voice.
to speak, and everybody's able to get the attention of people they could never have gotten the attention before.
Right.
Before this.
And most people are fucking stupid.
We ran in blackface nonstop before the internet.
Right, but like that costume would have came out and nobody would have heard of it, and the only letter writing would have been able. The only way you could have reached
Right.
that corporation or that company who made that costume. But now, and is that a good thing or a bad thing, Q? Everybody has a voice now.
I think
good or bad.
we're still too early in it to say, honestly.
The jury's still out.
I think jury's still out, yeah.
Isn't it a good thing though that everybody can now be heard?
I think so.
Before you were just one of a million in a sea of a million. Now you can basically have your voice heard.
Yeah, but anybody who chooses to listen, I guess, is the flip side of that.
And if most people listen if you're upset about something though.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've been upset about plenty. Nobody fucking listens to me.
Really? What were you upset about that no one listened to? I'll listen right now.
Yeah?
Well, I'll listen. I'll tell him Steve Davis is listening right now.
Yeah.
What's got your goat? It's the Betty Boop thing.
I mean, right now it's the fucking situation without cables. I'm glad we got color cables. I don't really have anything bothering me. At the
Yeah,
moment.
thank you to the listener who sent in
Oh, that was a listener
They
sent that?
sent in cables. Just
You got to be kidding me.
no, I'm not
There's a
kidding.
listener?
That makes us seem really fucking pathetic. That they're like, please fucking just fix your shit.
Oh, wow. Who sent these in?
It was a listener just said, "Hey, for the Tell 'em Steve gay guys, for the Tell 'em Steve Dave guys, I got you guys some cables
Oh, shit, man.
because he's
Thank
tired
you
of
so
fucking
much.
hearing that we can't get our fucking shit recorded right.
He's
Now
right.
we're just waiting on a new soundboard.
See, if it wasn't for the internet, we never would have got those fucking cables, Walt.
Yeah, like he was the squeaky wheel. I have one more costume here. Hold
Oh,
on.
God.
This is not blackface though. This is something totally different. This is there you go.
Could somebody go as a hunchback in Notre Dame anymore? Tom?
Disney made a movie about it.
Yeah.
Some
but-
people have hunchbacks, man. That's not right.
So, could somebody go as...
People go as Osama bin Laden.
Right.
People go as like, remember, I think we were in LA at the time. Remember that waitress? She went as John Benet Ramsey, and she had ligature marks around her neck and shit.
Yeah, we weren't happy about that, as I
No,
recall.
not at all. Wasn't happy about it,
But I
but
didn't fucking take to the streets. I
Did
didn't-
you a waitress that you guys that waited on you guys? Mm-hmm. Did you make a stand? Did you say like we're
I
not
don't
going?
think we
to,
tipped her.
yeah, I think we didn't tip her.
You made
But
your stand.
yeah, but we didn't go to the fucking management. We didn't go to the newspaper. We didn't fucking make a big deal about it. It's incredibly
But you
poor
would
taste.
have. But you would have brought it here though if you had a pot at the time, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
And you would have mentioned the
That's because we got to
restaurant,
fill an hour and a half a week.
and you would have mentioned the restaurant you guys are at, and you would have fucking,
Lulu's in LA.
and you would have, and when you had bad service at the restaurant you went to, you immediately come on the pod and complained about it. Oh, so many years ago, remember?
Well, I couldn't complain about it because I was dressed as Adam Walsh. I like made it look like my head was missing. It was a riot. A mother-daughter duo drew criticism with the matching costumes they wore to an elementary school Halloween party. They wore black sweatshirts, white face paint, and white trash bags with the words "white trash" on them.
I thought they were gonna say I saw comics on them.
Difference.
So they're white trash.
Roseville is known for white trash, and you just don't do that at a kid's function, says Megan Machenko, a mother of a child at the school. You can't have weapons, you can't have blood, you can't have gory stuff, but racial slurs, go right ahead. How the fuck is white trash
It
a racial
is.
slur?
It is. How
Take
could
it
you
from
say
somebody
it's
who's
not?
fucking white trash.
But how can you say it's not though? I'm glad at least this is finally coming to a head though, because too long.
So wait, you're saying, okay, here's
Yeah, you're-
white trash,
yeah.
and then you're saying nigger. That is the same.
Whoa.
I'm not going to say N-word. It's fucking
Well,
ridiculous.
but
Because nobody's
I'm
offended
glad,
by
though,
N-word.
that people are finally realizing though that you just can't slag off white people as if and it's okay.
They're two white people doing it.
It doesn't matter though, man. It doesn't matter.
I think you could still rip on white people.
You still can, but in a couple years you won't be able to. It's going that way.
No.
Yes, it's gonna.
No way.
Yeah.
You think the day will come when it's like
It's already started.
people are like, hey,
It's
that's
already started.
that's too offensive to white guys.
I don't want
Yeah.
to live in a world where you can't rip on white people.
It's going to happen, Q. It's
don't
going
like
to take
that.
a while, but eventually it will come to a point in our society where you cannot say the term white trash. And that'll be a day when I'll be like, good.
You gonna be happy about that?
I'll be happy about that.
Why? Some people are fucking white trash.
Because
Our show's gonna- because he doesn't wanna
You
do
can't make fun of certain segments of the
Of
population.
course you can.
No, there's some segments you can, and you know it. If you can't make fun of all, don't make fun of any. Then that's my motto.
No.
If we don't, then he's just trying to get out of doing comic book men anymore.
What do you mean?
Because that's all I do is make fun of white guys on that show
No, I'm just saying. But white guys
for the sake for their
are
whiteness.
100%.
There have never been
In the
a more
crosshairs.
privileged group of people in the history of the human race.
Don't make
than
fun of
white
us.
men in America. They could take a hit or two, like without a
I'm
problem.
not saying tomorrow it's over. You got a couple years to fucking slag on us. But right now, we are in the crosshairs. And the
We
people are
should be in
taking
the
their pot,
crosshairs.
are taking their pot shots and they're having a grand old time. But that joyride will be over soon. Society will say you
don't
can't
know
do
about
that
that,
anymore.
dude.
It's already happening. Brian's showing you that it's gonna. It's not.
Yeah,
you
but that's
can't do
because
it.
they feel they're white trash. I'll never get upset if somebody makes fun of white trash.
But yeah, you won't be. But you've also said you don't care about some cartoon characters' panties being in the air.
No, I prefer
So,
it.
but there is a segment of the population who doesn't like that term white trash, and that will be eradicated soon.
I don't think so.
But
I'll make that bet, that VHS bet that you made with.
Oh yeah,
I'll make
How
that
long?
bet. 10 years you can't say
Oh,
white
you're
trash.
gonna lose that bet. You got
10
it.
years
You
you
got
can't.
it.
That it'll be a
Okay.
faux pas
You got it.
to say white trash.
As the
In
French
10
say.
years?
As the frogs
What's
say.
today's date? October 28th, 2013.
I'll write it down in my book.
$50.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be worth fucking 3 cents by then.
It will be potting by that point.
You
You
think
think
it
still be potting?
Yes, I think we will. Yeah, no way, dude.
What? Well, who's going to judge it?
White guys have had it. I'll let you judge
Let
it.
Brian judge it.
All right, well, let
I'll be
Brian
the
judge it.
impartial
He's
judge.
impartial, I think. It'll be something that is not. You won't be hearing on TV.
Nah. This is too.
Why? Why not?
Because you can't.
Why is it okay?
Because white people have been in charge of the fucking planet for hundreds and hundreds of years. We're the man. You can always take shots at the man. You're supposed to take shots at the man.
But in a culture that is trying, and in a good way,
Yeah, in a
is
good
trying
way.
to make everybody the same.
Absolutely.
Then you cannot have this one segment then still be allowed to
No,
take
but the way that you
the
the way
poison
that you do it,
arrows,
I think an
the
important
hurtful
step of that-
arrows.
an important step of that is by being able to mock and openly make fun of.
Why? So there's this one segment that you can openly mock and
No,
make
no,
fun
the-
of relentlessly.
Yes, it's not just one segment. Everybody gets made fun of. Just you got to be creative when you make fun of other people.
Right.
But
But
openly,
the
yes.
trash, the word trash, I think is the key here. Trash.
Q, I hate to say
it's
this.
hurtful.
I hate to I hate to say this, but I think Walt's on his way to winning this bet.
Yeah.
A Colorado university took the step to discourage white trash costumes and parties for Halloween this year, along with other costumes based on stereotypes and racial slurs such as geishas, costume using blackface,
Geisha is a real thing.
and cowboys. They don't want you dressing like a fucking cowboy.
How is that racial?
I don't know.
I don't want to live
Making
in a
the
world where
choice-
we can't make fun of white people.
Or cowboys.
You want to give me the 50 now?
No, I want to.
But there'll be interest on that 50, though.
That doesn't pay off until 10 years.
Making the choice to dress up as someone from another culture, either with the intention of being humorous or without the intention of being disrespectful, can lead to inaccurate and hurtful portrayals of other people. Fuck you,
But
man.
you hear that jargon, hear that speak? That's the way it's going, whether you like it or not. Get with the program. It's a fucking great world we're going to be
I
living
am
in.
with the program. I'm not
Well,
racist.
that world's gonna suck.
Utopia.
We're all gonna walk around in white fucking lab coats.
If that's what it takes for everybody to feel loved and welcomed and accepted,
I don't
It's a
want.
small
I
price
don't
to
want
pay,
to
isn't it?
feel accepted and loved by everybody.
why not? That says a lot about.
Because people are fucking. A lot of people out there are assholes, and I don't want them accepting me.
They're only probably assholes because they're just not happy
No,
with the way
they're
the world
assholes
is.
because they're fucking stupid, small-minded idiots. That's why. Some people just aren't intelligent. Some people are just fucking assholes.
So you're saying that a person who wants that word eradicated from everyday use is not intelligent?
Somebody who is concerned about the usage of the word white trash has their priorities way out of order.
It's pretty out of whack.
And in a fucking world where it was based on fucking, I mean, we don't live in this world, but if the world went to shit tomorrow, that asshole crying about the word white trash would be the first against the wall.
Whoa. What does that mean?
It means
Quinn's going to gut him down. He just said it.
You're
trying to take away my jokes.
tomorrow.
It's Mad Max
It's Mad
tomorrow.
Max tomorrow, and you're telling
and the
me
namsy-pamsy fucking pussies who fucking sit there and whine and cry about all that shit are the first to go because they ain't gonna survive. Oh, let's share the meat. Oh, everybody should get their own fucking can of beans. Fuck you. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I'm gonna take your can of beans. That's what's going on. I feel like Sunday Jeff right now.
Look at you.
so. But we don't live in that world, though.
No, we do not. Which is good. I don't want to live in that world.
You
either.
sound like fucking Fred Flintstone in your pelt.
He's Archie Bunker over here.
Why? I'm fighting for the rights of white people to get made fun of. Like, think of all the black comedians. They'd lose their whole routine if they couldn't be like, white people dance like this. Like, we'd lose whole segments of humor. Whole segments of
If
it.
they're funny,
I'm saying
if
they are
they're
funny.
funny, they will find other things to joke about other than making me feel bad about myself.
What? But you're. How is he saying this with a straight face? He's a master. He wants utopia. What can you do?
I want some more fucking booty times.
Yeah.
It's customer service. I saw how you guys got fucking slagged last week when you were talking about fatsies.
No more sex worker costumes either. No more pimp and hooker costumes, Q. Too offensive.
In the workplace?
It says it all. Additionally, well, this is the college. Additionally, some students have also hosted offensively themed parties that reinforce negative representations of cultures.
Like what?
Ghetto parties, white trash parties, hillbilly or / Maxwell parties.
This is the
or
thing,
with
though.
crime or sex work.
So if you just call it something else.
Well, you can't write white trash on your costume.
Right, but let's say they're saying themed parties.
Yeah.
So I want to throw a white trash party.
Okay.
And then I'm like, oh shit, the college has a new rule. We can't throw white trash parties.
Isn't that just Friday and Saturday in Staten Island?
So I find that offensive.
Yeah, right. So how does it feel now?
Hey, you know what, guys? I was wrong.
It hurts, right?
It hurts.
It's a double-edged fucking knife.
You learned something today,
yielding
Q.
over there, Q.
You're right. I did learn something today. You're right. You know what? I'm gonna take back everything I said. And that's what I said before, Brian. Like, instead of like having fucking discourse and talking about it, everybody just gets all fired up. I was guilty of that myself. I got all fired up. Walt, with one sentence, has changed my entire view on everything. So I would like to formally apologize
to all the white people who
to
listen.
all the white people that I may have offended by saying that you're able to be made fun of.
What would you think the segment of the Tell 'em Steve Dave listeners that would be?
White guys?
Yeah.
99.9%, I'd say. I bet you it's pretty high.
I'd say you're wrong because
Yeah.
I'd say you're wrong about that.
I hope you're wrong.
I think that we cross racial, sexual,
All right.
and
Gay, transgendered American Indians.
and what's it called when you're in financial lines.
White trash to the richest of the rich. Wall Street types.
Oh,
Yeah,
we have
right.
some fans that could, listeners that could afford to send us cables and iPads.
And we have some that said they couldn't afford the booty time.
Right. So
Fucking
we're
white
all-
trash motherfuckers.
You know, I'm not done apologizing. I think last week we offended overweight people. I'd like to apologize to them.
I don't
Who
accept
else?
it.
Good, I like that.
Who else, Walt?
Who
else
else
have
have you offended? Skanks.
That was an honest mistake because I think, you know.
Well, I think you didn't even offend skanks because I think people's point was skanks don't exist. I thought I saw some
Okay,
girl.
well, you know what? I apologize for even suggesting that skanks exist. Of course, I just mean, I mean to correct myself in every way. So I'll take that word out of my vocabulary. Who else, Walt, have I offended? Betty Boop enthusiasts?
I think you're on the right track. I don't know how long this will last. This cultural and
To know me.
refined cue,
But isn't this the hope of all people who get offended, that like people will change
yes,
and grow?
and grow.
And now recorded for posterity is my change and growth.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
No. So what are you guys asking for Christmas this year?
Oof. I know I'm not going to get it, but I want one of those 3-wheel motorcycles.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You would go get your license and everything?
Spider?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some old man riding it, and it looked so fun. I was like, I would love one of those because I mean, there's no balance needed, right?
Not really. I mean, it's a tricycle basically that goes fast.
But I really, really want one. How much do they go for?
Probably the cost of a motorcycle, probably like $10,000, eh?
Oh,
I'll look it up as
forget it.
we're.
Is there something cheaper I should be asking for?
I mean, there's motorcycles. There's the puppet DVD from
The
Tell 'em
puppet
Steve
DVDs are
Dave.
finally available.
Can you believe it?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
The long-awaited Tell 'em Steve Dave Puppet Theater that only some very visionary listeners got in on.
Backers.
Yeah, backers got in on it back in the day through Kickstarter.
Almost a year ago. But
it
it
that
was a year ago. It was right around the storm, the day the Kickstarter closed.
Huh.
So it's been a year in the making.
A year in the making. And you are now going to be able to own it for your own private DVD library.
You know how I can say that this is going to be impressive to people? As I showed it to somebody who's not easily impressed, and they were blown away and told me that should be a television show, a weekly television show on Cartoon Network or
Was it your
Comedy
wife?
Central. Huh?
Your wife?
No,
Oh,
wasn't my wife. Somebody else who was very hard to please.
Edgar?
And said it was on the level of something they would see on TV, and were stunned at the professionalism and the amusement and the entertainment value that
Really?
that this had. Blown away. And I can't get this person to smile.
Sunday Jeff.
No, I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna say who it is. An unknown critic.
Really?
Yeah.
If you want one of those spiders, Walt, it's going to run you 15.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna go with the Tell 'em Steve Dave puppet DVD. How much does that go for?
I'm not exactly sure, but I believe it's $20 or a little bit less. And I think that includes shipping.
Wow.
A little bit less, and I won't have my life endangered every time I go on the road.
No. But you may laugh so fucking hard, dude, that you fucking bust a gut. I'm not saying that it may not be dangerous to your health to watch this DVD. Probably
To
is.
some people, to somebody who's
Like, say you take...
has a weak gut.
Yeah.
In
Your
fact,
belly's going to bust.
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I got the news today. The puppet DVD is banned in 15 countries
Because of that.
because of the danger of watching it. People are
Can you
busting
name
guts.
can you name a couple of countries that's banned it?
Yep, Malaysia,
Who banned this? I want to talk to this person who banned it.
the United Nations.
Yeah, there was a big conference. They all got together at Camp David.
Too many funny bones busted. Too many guts popped.
This crazy, man. All the Malaysian guts is busting right and left. A lot of Muslims in Malaysia, right? Isn't that's like their chief?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I don't want to mess with Muslims either.
Yeah, you keep it
What?
very quiet when it comes to certain groups. The mafia,
Yep. Oh, yep. Nothing to say about them.
Malaysians.
Yep. The anonymous hacking groups. I got nothing to say.
Oh,
about them.
I love those guys.
I think they're
I
doing great
love those
work,
guys.
important work. Muslims. Nothing to say about them.
Nah. I signed a petition the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, Muslim chicks where they had like a day
Muslim women.
to drive. Nah, they're chicks, man. The one I saw was
This guy
fucking
don't
hot
get it, Walt.
A
This
day
guy
to
doesn't
drive.
get it, Walt.
What are you talking about?
because they're not allowed to drive because guys
So
are
you think if this particular religion is going to change
In
their
America?
mind
probably.
because of signatures?
Yeah, well, I think it's because even over here, like the more strict ones, their husbands are like, "No, you can't drive."
On certain days, you can't drive.
I don't think you can drive at all.
Oh, you can't.
Not
drive
allowed
at
to drive
all.
a car, yeah.
So why? What would that petition do? Who will they show that petition to? Their husbands? Look, I got.
Yeah, Brian Johnson of Tell 'em Steve Davis.
And the beard guy from Comic Book Man is at the top of the list, and he says it's okay for me to drive on Tuesday.
Yeah, and now there's a
wherever
fucking
day it
price
is.
on my
Any
head.
day. I don't understand. What is that petition? Who are they going to bring that
I think
petition
it's
to?
just, I don't think it's a petition like, hey, let them drive. I think it's just in support of, like, getting the people, the leaders of that country,
leaders
Saudi
of the-
Arabia. I think it was Saudi Arabia specifically.
Is it the churches or the mosques in this country? They could take it to the leaders of these mosques and maybe be like, hey, can we drive, please?
Yeah, maybe. Probably. They're fucking not even allowed to ride bikes.
See, not Q?
It was like 6 months ago. They're riding bikes around.
This is now maybe the anorexia costume. I agree with you. That's a better cause than the anorexia costume. If more people were to sign that petition like Brian Lee Johnson did,
That's right.
right now,
Yeah.
we'd be battling a bunch of really bad drivers on the road right now. But at least they'd be driving.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Keep talking. I got a letter here. I wanted to read this. That they give you license to do that.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah. Merch? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Hold on a second. It is tellemstevedave.merchtable.com.
Okay.
We got 2 sweet shirts there. And we're going to have, by the time you hear this, hopefully, the DVD is going to be up there, too. And I'm pretty sure it's like $20. Not a bad price, man.
Are you kidding me?
That's a great fucking price. Because I know Blue Collar has the the file, and it's compressed and all whatever it needs to be done.
Oh, so it's already taken care of.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yep, and I think they said they had some in stock actually.
Really?
So it might not even be a total like pre-order situation.
That's great.
You're gonna get it before Christmas if you order it right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's the perfect gift for the Tell 'em Steve Dave fan, right,
Yes.
Q? And you're stocking. You pull out the puppet DVD. It'll be like Christmas when you got Transformers or
That's
that
right.
G.I. Joe thing you love.
That's right.
What was that thing you got that you love so much? On the Christmas pod?
That fucking apple that popped out of the turkey's ass. The apple that got japped.
Okay. I got a letter from a wonderful listener who got 2 copies of Cryptozoic Man, sent one back.
Really?
Oh, that's a good
That person's all right.
He didn't sign the letter though.
This person that thought that the DVD,
Jason.
the person that thought the DVD was could be a TV show, are they in a position to put it on TV?
They are in a position
To watch it on TV?
to watch it on TV, and that's about it.
All right. Well, we got one watcher so far.
Excellent.
But I got this wonderful letter when the guy Jason sent back the extra DVD. His name is Jason. I won't give the last name though, because it says, "I'm sure it sounds like a broken record by now, but you 3 truly lift my spirits week after week. I am far from a happy person. Depression runs in my family, and unfortunately, the gene didn't skip me. However, as soon as Jay Sarge's riff starts, and Jay Sarge is working on a riff for the Fiasco Pod, that is so fucking good
Really?
that I'm like, damn, man, that dude's a genius." He says when he hears Jay Sarge's riff, that rare smile appears and remains there throughout the pod. Anyone would be hard-pressed to find any other form of entertainment that's remained as honest, smart, and funny as TESD. Please refrain from listening to any complaints, assholes
Done.
who are out there who cry about commercials, get 'em, or breastfeeding.
Walt's the only one crying about breastfeeding.
Well, bro, you just said about the roadhead.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking way over the line more than fuck breastfeeding.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Wait a minute, hold on now, but you may have an out here though,
Okay,
Brian.
good.
Nothing you 3 do needs to be changed or apologized for.
Well, I just
I like
spent
this
fucking
guy.
10 minutes apologizing.
Now that I feel as though I thoroughly let 3 dicks, I don't know. I'll end this rant. Jason needs to work at his handwriting, but he's telling us don't ever apologize for being TSD. Q.
All right. So
You
I
want
should.
to- should you just go back to being?
So I'm just
Q?
going to retract my apologies from earlier?
I say why not Q?
Yeah.
They were fucking hollow and meaningless.
Yeah.
They didn't mean anything.
The second we shut off the mics, he was going to completely negate everything he had just said anyway.
No, but what's important, Brian, is what I said to people in public.
Right.
That's what's important.
Not what goes on behind closed
No,
doors.
not what I actually think and how I actually feel. It's how I present myself to the public that really fucking matters. You fucking idiots out there.
But
Fucking
Jason,
moron who want to fucking ignore the way that humans actually are. You fucking dickheads. I'm taking Jason's.
What's going on with this
letter
guy?
here.
Jay,
I'm taking him to heart.
Now, Jason isn't a lawyer or doesn't work for any
shit,
company
what?
that will hire you when True TV lets you go.
I apologize once again.
You know, you got to think with your wallet, Q.
You're right.
You always think with your wallet,
Right.
and you'll never go wrong.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Okay?
Jesus said that, right?
That should be on our. Why they don't replace "In God We Trust" with that is beyond me.
On a dollar bill?
Yeah.
That should be on there, man. Always think with your wallet.
you'll never go wrong.
That would be more. That would solve a lot more problems, and a lot more people would be like, maybe I should think of my wallet on this one.
Yeah.
A lot of frivolous purchases not made.
Oh, we're doing a commercial for a DVD nobody needs.
All right, so where do they go to order this, Brian?
They have to go to tellemstevedave.merchtable.com. merchtable.com. smodco.com.
You can still get our T-shirts there too, right?
Got 2 very fucking fine-looking T-shirts here.
I never got one of those T-shirts.
Which one? The gray one or
Any
the
of
other
them.
one?
Oh, we can get you one.
Don't worry about it. I'm not paying for it. I'm thinking with my wallet, bitch.
Your
Yeah.
IC Comics. What do you need?
He took it's the least they could do for the guy. Fucking steal his fucking property. They really should have done that, right? They're
I
like
mean, they should have given him a gesture.
at least. Well, not. I mean, I'm talking about the shirt. And when they're like, hey, you know what? Let's start a comics pod. We'll call it I Sell Comics, and we'll use the I Sell Comics theme
Right.
from Tell 'em Steve Dave. Let me just say to Walt, like, hey, we were thinking about doing this. Do you mind? And I'm sure you would have said yes.
Of course I would
Yeah.
say yes. Well, they don't have to ask. They got to do it anyway. So what?
Yeah, I
difference does it
guess.
Yeah, they're like, fuck you.
make? What's that saying you always
Yeah,
say?
why ask permission when you can?
Beg
Yeah.
for forgiveness.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than beg for permission.
Ming took that to heart.
Sure did. I created a monster.
Eat mine.
So get the puppet DVD. And Dak, could you put some Christmas music behind this? Because this is the perfect Christmas present.
Yeah.
Sure, what else am I doing? Fucking assholes.
That would be think with your wallet, Dak, and that would be no fee Christmas music. You know, public domain Christmas music.
Yeah, don't get us sued, Dick.
We may need you to move your podcasting studio out to international waters.
He's on a dinghy in the middle of fucking
Like the pirate radio.
with like 15 cats and a
whole bunch
shortwave
of-
radio,
Bunch of Ben Gay for his creaky joints.
cutting pods.
Oh, this isn't the life I imagined.
I'm an outlaw. I've never felt so alive.
The SS Creaky. I'm international waters.
Having no idea none of the transmissions are making it to us.
Nor is anything he doing illegal that he has to live his life on a boat.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.